Welcome to part 3 of our How to Get Involved in Undergraduate Research video series. Part 3 is going to cover LSU Discover funded opportunities. So through our office, we offer various funding opportunities that you can apply to during your undergraduate career at LSU. So we're gonna dive in and get a little overview of each of those. So first, we're going to look at the Freshman Explorers program, and each of these programs have their own spot on our website, so you can take a look at the information yourself. The Explorers program is just under the Programs tab, and then Explorers program for freshmen. The LSU Explorers program is a one-year preparatory program for freshmen with work-study funding who are interested in participating in faculty-mentored research. So the Explorers program is a great way to kind of ease into the world of undergraduate research at LSU, especially if you're unsure of where to start. Freshmen can apply at the beginning of the fall semester to this program. In order to be eligible, you must be an LSU freshman, have work-study funding, and be available to attend the weekly meetings. And that's it. No other prior experience is needed. Explorers are paid for their participation in the program on the university's biweekly payroll schedule, and that's via direct deposit, and you get paid $12 an hour for your participation, so that is great. During the fall, when they have weekly meetings, explorers will participate in a variety of activities and programming to help increase, your knowledge base and introduce different research skills and subjects. The program takes field trips to meet research faculty in their labs and research spaces. They get to go to places like the Center for Advanced Microstructures and Devices, the LSU Center for River Studies, and the LSU Museum of Art, just to name a few. In the spring, students are then matched with a faculty mentor to start researching. You will receive training and instruction from your faculty mentor and continue to get paid via hourly wages from your work-study funding. So the Explorers program is open to students across all majors, and it's a great way to kickstart your undergraduate research career early on. And here you can see the group of our fall 2023 Explorers on their visit to the LSU Museum of Art. The next program is the LSU Gulf Scholars Program, which again, under programs and Gulf Scholars Research Program, you'll be able to find all the additional information about this program. So Gulf Scholars is open to undergraduate students from any major LSU who are interested in completing faculty mentored research, creative, or service projects and are passionate about issues related to the Gulf South region. The goal of the program is to prepare undergraduate students to address challenges and issues facing the Gulf South region by participating in immersive projects, courses, excursions, and activities. Scholars get to learn about supporting the people, ecosystems, and industries in and around the Gulf of Mexico. The biggest part of this program is the 10-week faculty mentored summer Gulf impact projects. So students who are accepted into the program will be matched with a faculty mentored project based on their interests. Projects are completed over the summer, and scholars are eligible to receive up to $6,000 in funding for wages, supplies, and travel that is related to the project. You can work up to 40 hours per week during the summer and get paid $15 an hour. Applications for the Gulf Scholars Program open each fall, and in the spring, students get matched with their faculty mentor project. Applicants must have at least 3 semesters remaining as full-time undergraduate at the time of applying, must be enrolled the fall semester following their summer working on their project, have a minimum 2.5 GPA, be in good standing with the university, and have a passion for the Gulf South region and these different topics and projects. You will also get to participate in engaging in immersive activities and trips with your cohort to gain additional experience, exposure, and knowledge about the Gulf South. And here we have a picture. This was some of the cohort 1 Gulf scholars on one of their excursions to the Gulf of Mexico during the summer of 2023. The LSU Library's Special Collections Summer Project Program is our next funded program opportunity, which again, under programs on our website, you will be able to find all the information and application process and more about this program. So more about special collections, using resources and materials held within LSU's special collections at Hill Memorial Library. Undergraduate students can conduct research or creative projects. These projects are mentored by either an LSU faculty member or an LSU special collections archivist. Accepted students receive up to $3,000 for wages and any other project necessities. There's several ongoing projects that students can apply to, or you can also submit your own project idea. The work on these projects takes place over the summer. Students can apply to the program in the spring, and in terms of requirements, you must be enrolled as a full-time student in the following fall semester, have a minimum 2.5 GPA, and be in good standing with the university. So special collections, this is an awesome opportunity to complete a humanities-based project using the incredible wealth of resources that are available at Hill Memorial. And here we have a picture. This is Nathaniel de la Pena and working on the LSU History Walking Tour app project, which he worked on during the summer of 2023 through this program. Moving on, another funding opportunity that is offered directly through our office is project grants, which project grants, as opposed to being under programs, so we're switching tabs here on you. Under funding, it's going to be the first link here to project grants to find out all the additional information and links about this opportunity. So project grants are funding for undergraduate research or creative projects, and it'll cover hourly wages, supplies, and travel. This is open to students from any major to apply for. You do just need to have a faculty mentor for your project. These projects are funded either on an academic year, so fall, spring, or summer cycle. For the academic year, you can receive up to $3,000 for your project, and in the summer, it is $6,000 towards your project. There is also the opportunity and the option to extend your funding using a no-cost extension request. So if you have funding remaining at the end of the given cycle, you can continue to use that funding toward your project until it is totally used up. So as you can see, we're going to go back here on our website. There are various eligibility criteria and restrictions that you will want to be aware of if you're interested in applying. The application is somewhat demanding, but this is a great experience to gain because you will have to put together a project proposal, a personal statement, you'll submit your college record, and your faculty mentor must complete a recommendation for you as well. These applications are thoroughly reviewed by anonymous faculty judges, and you can even take a look at the scoring rubric, which we have linked here to see what is being evaluated through this process. If your project is accepted for funding, there are additional student and mentor responsibilities to fulfill beyond just receiving the money and going off and doing your project and having a great time with it. So you can take a look at those in detail here on our website. So that is project grants. And here we have Daikia Williams. She was a spring 2023 project grant recipient. So last but not least, we have our travel stipends. So again, we'll take a look here. This one is also going to be under the funding tab and linked to travel stipends there. Our office is able to provide some funding and reimbursement for undergraduate students for costs associated with presenting at professional or academic conferences. These funds are given to eligible students on a first come, first served basis, and we can only reimburse costs allowed by the LSU travel regulations. So there are some things in terms of reimbursement in this process that are above our pay grade in terms of being able to decide those different regulations. So we just have to work within that. There are some specific eligibility requirements to be aware of. So you must have your project accepted for presentation at a professional academic event. Number two, you must be enrolled as an undergraduate at LSU at the time of travel. So in other words, we can't provide a travel stipend for a conference that you're going to attend the summer after you graduate. Next, you must meet one of the following two criteria in order to be eligible. You either need to be enrolled in the Distinguished Undergraduate Research Program and have completed the abstract workshop, 1 professional development activity, and 90 research practice points requirements, or you need to have completed 1 semester as an LSU Discover Project Grant recipient, a Special Collections Project Grant recipient, or a Gulf Scholars Program recipient, which all of those are programs that we just discussed, right? And you'll need to have fulfilled all of those program requirements for the given semester to be eligible. We will also need a letter of recommendation from your faculty mentor for this application as well. And you need to complete the application form at least 2 weeks before your first day of travel. So I'm gonna hop back to the website really quick. Everything that we just covered is included on our website, so you can go back and take a look at any of that. Here are some additional details on the amount and distribution. As you can see here in this table, the amount depends on where you will be traveling. We can only reimburse costs that are directly incurred by the student traveler. So not faculty or staff or graduate students. If you're traveling with any of those folks, we will not reimburse their costs, only your costs as a student. When we can, we will pay for your airfare and conference registration in advance. So that way you don't have to wait for reimbursement for that. So we will actually pay that upfront for you. For all other reimbursement, it usually takes 4 to 6 weeks for LSU to process this after you return from travel. If you're accepted for a travel stipend, our staff will meet with you directly to help you through this process. So you don't have to worry about necessarily being, a master of all the different regulations and processes. We're gonna help you out through that. So if you are accepted or traveling to present at a conference and meet the various eligibility for this, definitely don't miss out on this opportunity to get some funding for your travels. So that concludes the LSU Discover funded opportunities that we have available through our office for you to take advantage of. Definitely go and explore those more if it's something you're interested in. And in part 4, we're going to talk about some additional resources in our office that you can take advantage of and use just to help your undergraduate research experience at LSU.